Hello everyone, welcome to the session Data Structures. This is N.Thulasi Chitra, Associate Professor, Department of CSIT, MLR Institute of Technology. Let us see the overview of today's course. In the previous session, we have discussed about stack applications. Under that, we have seen about 4 different types of applications. One is used in balanced parenthesis and another one used in conversion of infix to postfix expression and evaluation of postfix expression and used in compiler designers. And in the previous session, we also discussed about how we are going to use the stack applications in balanced parenthesis or delimiters. Okay. Now we will be seeing how we are going to perform the implementation of this. That means we are going to see a program how we can able to implement this. Implementation of balanced parenthesis. This one we are going to see now. Here we will be taking one example and I will explain you how this is going to work. Yes. To do this, first we are going to have the header files. The 3 header files we are going to take. One is stdio.h where we are going to use it for printf and scanf, and string.h where we are going to take an input string. That is, the expression consists of the strings. That's why we are going to include the header file called string.h, right? And stdlib.h, this will be used for some of the functions, that is exit function. We are going to use it here. For that purpose, we are including this header file stdlib.h. Next, then I am defining the size of my expression. That one you can consider it as max with size 30. This is a definition function. This is something like macro. Based on that, we can assign wherever we are going to find the max, this 30 will be assigned in that particular place. And initially, we are going to take the stack. That's why we are initializing top equal to -1. And the stack of max is nothing but it will be assigning the max value with 30. Now, here we are taking 4 different operations to perform this implementation of balanced parenthesis. One is push operation, and another one is pop operation, and another one where we have match operation, and the next one we are going to use the check operation, right? And when you can look into here, into push operation, we are going to pass some character value. That means the expression which you are going to take will be in terms of a string. That's why a character by character we are going to push it into the stack. And the return type of this pop also of character type. Why? Because when you are going to push that into the stack, the return value has to be checked. When I am going to remove from the stack, it has to be popped out and it has to check with there is matching with the parenthesis or not. For that, it should have some return value here, right? And matching. Here we are going to check with the 2 characters, we can say whether there is a match between both the parentheses or not. If I have given open parenthesis, for that closing parenthesis or not. If I have given square parenthesis, for that closing parenthesis is same or not. For that purpose, we are going to use the match function. Then we are going to use check function to check whether we are getting a balanced parenthesis or not. At last, we are going to display whether the given expression is an balanced parenthesis or not. If it is not a balanced one, then we are going to print it as an unbalanced or missing of particular parenthesis or invalid expression. Like that way we are going to print. Okay. For that we are going to use this check function where here we are going to pass some expression. Now in the main function, let us look here what we have returned. Here my expression is of a string. Because of that I have declared it as a data type exp of max, and this is a variable. Based on this variable we are deciding that whether it is a valid expression or an invalid expression. I am assuming valid equal to 1 represents it is a valid expression which I have given. Valid variable is returning with some other variable. We are going to display it as an invalid expression. These 2 things will work accordingly. Now before that we are going to give an expression. It may have like this, only parenthesis we can pass. Otherwise, we can give it with an algebraic expression like this also. You can have A, B and operators, everything can be given, but mainly we are going to concentrate on the parenthesis. Okay. Statement printf for giving an expression by using get s of, we are going to read the expression. Now I am passing this expression in the check function. To this check function, by calling that check function will be returning some value to this valid. Based on that, we are going to say that it is valid or not. The expression which you have given is valid or not. Okay, let us go for the next functions what we have written. Now here we have, first we are going to discuss about the check function. In the check function, I am passing the expression, right? Based on the previous main function, I am passing an expression here. Okay, now we are declaring some variables for iterating purpose. I is for iterating purpose and temporary variable for storing the popped element from the stack. Okay, that's why we are giving its data type as character type. Okay, now I have taken a simple expression like curved parenthesis, square parenthesis and curved closed parenthesis and square closed parenthesis and curved parenthesis. This is the expression which I have read. Now accordingly, how this is going to work? Now this is going to be stored in an array like this, 0, 1, 2, 3 and each character will be stored in this way, and it is of string, it will be having a null character at the end of the string, right? Now I started my I loop from 0 onwards, I less than string length of expression. What is the length of the string here? The length of the string is 4, right? We are not going to count the null character. How many characters that was present in the string, that will be considered as the length of the string. Yes, this is the length of the string we have taken. Now until this condition fails, this loop will be iterated. Okay. Now the first encountered symbol is open parenthesis. That means it will be checking here expression of I. I means it will be taking the value of 0. In 0, what is the symbol you have? You have the open curved parenthesis. Yes, it is matching with that. That means this particular condition will execute. That means it is going to push it onto the stack. Push off expression of I means it is going to push this symbol onto the stack. Now observe, I am going to push it onto the stack. When I am going to do this, what we have written in the push function, that one we need to check, right? Whatever the symbol you have passed, that open curved parenthesis is going to be passed here. First it will be checking top equal to max minus 1. No, here the condition is not true. That's why it will be going for top will be incremented, and as in stack of top we are going to push the item of item, right? That means now observe, here top is initially referred with minus 1. Now top is incremented. Now top is pointing to this location, and we are going to insert the symbol open parenthesis onto the top of the stack. Next, this is completed. Now it won't go for any of these cases, right? The first symbol is completed. Now your I value will be incremented. Now I will be at this position. Now 1 is less than 4. Again the condition is true, right? Now it will be checking for again these conditions. Expression of 1, yes, expression of 1 it will be taking, and it is going to check it is having the square braces. Yes, again in this case what we are going to do, again we are going to push this onto the stack. Now again top will be incremented and top will be here, and we are going to push the element onto the top of the stack. Done. Next, again other statements will not be executed because of this. Next, I will be again incremented, I will be pointing to the next location, right? Now I am going to check the first condition. Now I am not finding any of the open parenthesis. Now it is finding the closing parenthesis. Yes, if I am having the closing parenthesis, now first it will be checking top equal to minus 1. No, here the top is not equal to minus 1. Why? Because we are having two symbols that was there on the top of the stack, right? Now based on this condition will not work. Now it will go for the else part, right? In the else part, what we are doing, temp equal to pop off. That means what is there on the stack of top, that is going to be popped, and that will be stored in temp value. Now observe what is there in the pop function, what we are doing. In the pop function, if top equal to minus means -1 refers stack underflow. We don't have any element in the stack. We are unable to remove anything from the stack. You just exit from that. Okay, it will be exiting from the function. And if not, if that is not the case, we are going to return stack of top minus minus. Now you can see here, stack of top minus minus means I am going to remove the element from the stack, and top is also going to be decremented. Now top is pointing to this location, right? And removing element where I am going to place in the temp value, temp equal to, we are going to place, that is open square parenthesis. Okay, why I am placing this means I need to check for the match. That's why I am storing this character into my temporary variable. Okay, next, now I got the square parenthesis in temp. Now I am going to check with the parenthesis in whether both are matching or not on the top of the stack, as well as the popped element, both are matching or not. Okay, now not of match of temp comma expression of I, that is the meaning, right? Temp is nothing but the square parenthesis. In the expression you find the closed parenthesis. This is the expression which you are checking for, right? This is having the closed parenthesis. Now check for, go for the match function, what we have written. In the match function, that values are going to be passed, square parenthesis and open square parenthesis and closed square parenthesis. For that particular A and B will be passed or copied. Now it will be checking, yes, is there a match between the open square parenthesis and closing square parenthesis? Yes, there is a match. That means it is going to return the value 1 to here. But here we are writing not match of. If there is not match, then we are going to print this. There is a match here. That's why it will not going to do anything, right? There is a match. Just the function loop will be iterating, and it will go for going and checking for the next input expression, right? This is how we are going to do. Now this is done. There is a match between them. That's why we are not doing anything. Next, I will be incremented again. Now I is less than 4, that is 3 less than 4. Again the condition is true. Now it will be checking for this particular character. Now again you are going to have this. Yes, expression is having the closed curved parenthesis. Again top equal to -1. No, top is pointing to 0 here. That's why it will not enter into this block. Now it again go for the else part. From the top of the stack, it will be popping out this, and now temp is having the curved parenthesis and expression is having the closed curved parenthesis. Yes, again not match of we are writing, observe carefully, not match of I have written. It is not like match of, not match of we have written this statement. Yes, now both are matching here. Temp and the expression of I both are matching. We are not doing anything, right? Now it is going to return the value of 1 now. This function is going to return the value of 1, observe. Yes. After removing it, now top is pointing to where? After removing this parenthesis, now top is pointing to this location. Now the complete expression is done. All the 4 characters we have verified, right? Now complete expression is done. Now your top is reaching to your -1 value. Top is reaching to -1. Now, so that we are going to print it as balanced parenthesis. Now, this function will return 1 back to the main function. That means, observe here, from here, this function is going to return the value 1. From the check function, it is going to return the value 1 to the valid. So that valid equal to 1 means it is a valid expression. At the same time, here from the check function, we are printing it is balanced also. Right? Like this way, this implementation of balanced parenthesis is going to work. Yes, we have seen how we are going to implement this. Let us run this program in online C compiler and check how this is going to work. Yes, already I have done this program here. Let us execute this, and how you need to give the input and all, let us check. Okay, let us give here, it is showing some warnings that is regarding to get S function, that is not a problem. Here I am giving one expression, right, open curved braces, curly braces, opening and closing, and closing curly braces, okay. And it is showing it as a balanced parenthesis, it is balanced, the expression is balanced and it is a valid expression. Now you can check for imbalance, and suppose if I have given open curved braces with square braces or square braces, right. Now in this case it is showing that mismatched parenthesis of opening and closing square parenthesis, and it is an invalid expression, right. And you can check another two conditions also. If I have given two parentheses like this, right, and the left parenthesis or more than the right parenthesis, it is an invalid expression. This is one more, and we can have one more condition, right parenthesis is more than the left parenthesis, that one also you can check. Right parenthesis or more than the left parenthesis, it is an invalid expression. Like this way you can try to implement this, and if you have any doubts, please give it in comments. Thank you.